The world is facing what scientists and increasingly politicians are calling the greatest threat to mankind's existence: global warming. Coal-fired power stations and the electricity we use in the home is a major contributor to this problem. In fact, Australia per capita is the worst polluter of carbon dioxide in the world. Did you know 90% of Australia's electrical energy comes from the burning of coal in power stations? There are so many problems with coal. First of all, burning coal releases approximately 20 toxic release chemicals. This includes extremely dangerous toxins like lead, nickel, and mercury. That's right, mercury. The stuff that was banned to use in thermometers because the mercury inside them is incredibly poisonous. Mercury poisoning can lead to memory loss, mood swings, insomnia, and even organ failure, but yet half of all mercury emissions happen at coal-burning power plants. Many of these plants let mercury get into the air, and this mercury settles in streams and rivers, leading to polluted water. Coal mining not only contaminates water, destroys land, pollutes our air, and endangers our health, but it's also seen as a large contributor to the greenhouse gas effect. In case you haven't watched An Inconvenient Truth recently, let me fill you in on the very inconvenient truth of the greenhouse gas effect. Basically, it works just like a greenhouse, hence its name. Heat from the sun is sent to the earth, which is then absorbed by the earth. Then, some of that heat is released from the earth and sent through the atmosphere back into space. The problem? Greenhouse gases like carbon dioxide and CFCs, which is like what's released from aerosol cans, build up a layer just below the atmosphere, which traps heat that is trying to escape the earth, making the earth heat up. This is just like how heat from the sun comes into a greenhouse, but a large quantity of the heat cannot escape, making it hot inside the greenhouse. Increased fossil fuels like coal will keep going into the air and adding to this layer, making it thicker and more difficult for heat to escape. Now I know what you're thinking. Sweet, that means a hotter and longer summer and warmer winter, but that is just about the only plus side. The biggest problem is that the ocean temperature will rise, causing massive chunks of ice to melt. This will cause the ocean water level to rise, which will result in massive amounts of water starting to cover land. Right now, there are a lot of refugees, but can you imagine millions of refugees coming to your country because their country is covered in water? Scientists predict that if we were to stop emitting CO2 right now, ocean waters could only rise by about a foot. But the scenario is, in the year 2100, oceans could rise by more than 3 feet. And if the warmer waters reach the massive West Antarctic ice sheet and cause it to collapse, oceans could rise nearly 10 feet. Basically, steam is generated at the electricity plant by the burning of fossil fuels, or another energy source. The electric current then runs through the power lines to the substation transformer, where pressure is lowered to between 2,000 and 13,000 volts. The steam powers a turbine which spins a huge magnet inside a copper wire. Heat energy converts to mechanical energy, which then converts to electrical energy in the generator. Electricity flows from the power plant through wires to the step-up transformer. The transformer raises the pressure so it can travel long distances. It's raised as high as 756,000 volts. Electricity is then taken through the wire to a pole transformer, or a transformer box if underground, and pressure is lowered again to between 120 and 240 volts. From here, electricity comes into your home through a service box, where your meter is located to measure how much you use. Wires take electricity around your home, powering your lights and all your other appliances.
I said, oh, it's getting hot in here. Must be something in the atmosphere. Oh.